This video will analyze a Chinese documentary television series from CCTV, A Bite of China, directed by Chen Xiaoqing in 2012. A Bite of China is a documentary about traditional Chinese food, but this documentary is not really about food, but about cultural heritage and how we should treat food and live in harmony with nature in today's society. This documentary is driven by various stories. This video will focus on the analysis of one of these stories. The first episode, entitled Gift of Nature, is about the natural ingredients that nature has given us. The story begins with a Tibetan girl, San Zhenzuma, who picks pine mushrooms in Shangri-La. The film takes about 22 seconds to give a brief introduction to the setting in which the story takes place and the main character. In this section, the editor used 4 time-lapse shots with the sounds of nature to describe the setting.
Yunnan province is surrounded by jungle and snowy mountains. During the rainy season, the weather is cool.
After 4 scenery shots, the phrase is not easy to keep up with San Zhenzuma as much as possible. Introduce the main character and begins the story at the same time. The next few shots show them searching for pine mushrooms are accompanied by a very light-hearted piece of music, indicating that the harvest is a pleasant event. This is followed by a short interview with San Zhenzuma, and without participants, the documentary would be like a simple intellectual narrative, and it is the involvement of people, with a certain storytelling, that makes the documentary attractive. Furthermore, we can notice the use of scenery shots in many transitions of the film, which splits the film nicely without making it feel abrupt. Then, for the cooking scenes, close shots and close-up shots are mostly used to give the audience a more realistic feel for the cooking process. Throughout the series, a great deal of the cooking and preparation process is filmed in a similar way. The segment in which San Zhenzuma sells pine mushrooms is the climax of the documentary. The music matches the images and portrays Zhuma's nervousness. The stress of life as an ordinary herdsman is also reflected. A medium close-up shot is used to show the crowd who are collecting more pine mushrooms, with joy written all over their faces, while Zhuma is depicted in close shot and close-up in her state of distress. The two are constantly shifted and contrasted several times, creating a strong contrast. The use of the soundtrack here is particularly good, setting up the emotions and psychology of the characters even more strongly. The first story ends in which Zhuoma digs for pine mushrooms, with the voice-over.
After Zhuoma picks a mushroom, she carefully covers the hole with pine needles so that the mushroom can continue to grow. All the villagers observe this rule.
This ending shows that pine mushrooms are a gift from nature and corresponds to the title, and reveal the theme how we should treat food and live in harmony with nature.